Fiorluna, and I play games on the internet. If you're new here, thanks for stopping by, and if you've been here before, welcome back. Today we're playing Phoenix Wright, Ace Attorney. It is the first in the Phoenix Wright trilogy. This is the DS version, not the GBA version. The GBA version was only released in Japan, and though I can find fan translations of it, we're going to play the DS version because it's what I'm used to. Alright. Welcome in, Val. Hi, Catoid. Hi, Wolfie. Welcome in. Yeah, I've been streaming a little later. Because aquarium staff is making me do this thing called work, and I hate it. I don't know how anyone does it. I don't like it. I don't want it. But here we are. So now we're gonna play. We're gonna go to work as a lawyer now. There is some touchscreen interaction, but almost all of this can be controlled by the buttons because it was originally a GBA game. Dang it. Why me? I can't get caught. Not like this. I gotta find someone to pin this on. Someone like him. I'll make it look like he did it. Darn, I should have actually... We were so close. I should have set this up for August 3rd. It is July 3rd right now. Could have played along in real time. Boy, am I nervous. Right. Oh, hiya, Chief. Oh, I'm glad I made it on time. Well, I have to say, Phoenix, I'm impressed. Yes? Yes, chat? Do you have opinions, chat? Not everyone takes on a murder trial right off the bat like this. It says a lot about you. And your client as well. Fear I am in fact burdened with unnecessary feelings. Oh, just you wait. Thanks? Actually, it's because I owe him a favor. A favor? You mean you knew the defendant before this case? Yes. Actually, I kind of owe my current job to him. He is one of the reasons I became an attorney. Well, that's news to me. I want to help him out any way I can. I just really want to help him. I owe him that much. It's over! My life, everything, it's all over! Isn't that your client screaming over there? Yeah, that's him. Death! Despair! Whoa! I'm gonna do it! I'm gonna die! It sounds like he wants to die. Yeah. Nick! Hey there, Larry. Dude, I am so guilty! Tell them I'm guilty! Give me the death sentence, I ain't afraid to die! What? What's wrong, Larry? Oh, it's all over. I am finished. Finished. I can't live in a world without her. I can't. Who took her away from me, Nick? Who did this? Aw, Nick, you gotta tell me. Who took my baby away? The person responsible for your girlfriend's death? The newspapers say it was you. Larry? Larry would never. He's fine. He's fine. This is normal and fine. Larry's fine. Stars in his eyes. He's gonna be fine. Never do anything wrong, this boy. Going? I think he's already insane. Well, he did just lose his girlfriend. She was murdered, and he's been blamed for it. Munch, munch. My name is Phoenix Wright. Here's the story. My first case is a fairly simple one. A young woman was killed in her apartment. The guy they arrested was the unlucky sap dating her. Larry Butts. My best friend since grade school. Our school had a saying, when something smells, it's usually the butts. In the 23 years I've known him, it's usually been true. He has a knack for getting himself in trouble. One thing I can say, though, it's usually not his fault. He just has terrible luck. But I know better than anyone that he's a good guy at heart. That, and I owe him one, which is why I took the case, to clear his name. And that's just what I'm gonna do. Here's how court works. Did you do the crime? If not, get Phoenix Wright as lawyer. If you did, get Saul Goodman as lawyer. Yes. Oh, the other way that court works. Was a crime done to you or someone you care about? Get Edgeworth as your lawyer. As your prosecution lawyer. But only if it's Ace Attorney Investigations. Alright. August 3rd, 10 a.m. District Court. Courtroom number 2. The court is now in session for... Oh, right. This is the judge. What am I going to give the judge for a voice? Golly! I didn't think this far ahead. I forgot this game wasn't, fully voiced. I'm spoiled. Spoiled, I say! No, not by you, staff. You make me work, and I don't like that. That's not spoiled at all. Okay. Okay, wiggle, wiggle. You'll never guess I had to wiggle a little bit. Okay. There's nothing wrong with the judge. He's just an old man who does not know what's going on. He is like a caterpillar. I just think court judges don't know what's going on. The court is now in session for the trial of Mr. Larry Butts. The prosecution is ready, Your Honor. The, defense is ready, Your Honor. Mr. Wright, this is your first trial, is it not? Yes, Your Honor. I'm, a little nervous. Yeah, let's go! Welcome in, Red! Oh, you finished off the first storyline of Honkai Star Rail. Nice work, Val. 30 hours, oh golly. So every US politician, like caterpillars, does not know what's going on. Your conduct during this trial will decide the fate of your client. Murder is a serious charge. For your client's sake, I hope you can control your nerves. Thank you, Your Honor. Mr. Wright, given the circumstances, I think we should have a test to ascertain your readiness. Yes, Your Honor. Oh, hand shaking, eyesight fading. The test will consist of a few simple questions. Answer them clearly and concisely. Please state the name of the defendant in this case. The defendant? Well, that's Larry Butts, Your Honor. Correct. Yeah, it's Larry! Okay, so I need to tell you all a story. It's my favorite story. When we were youths, when we were playing Mario Kart and whatnot, at some point we decided, especially right around Mario Kart 8, that Larry was the dopey one of the bunch, of the Koopa kids. So it led to a lot of jokes that were to the effect of, Larry, step on the gas, sweetie. It's especially because one day we were playing, and I have a tendency to play as any of the Koopa kids in Mario Kart 8 especially. And so we're sitting there, and the Pro Controller I was using died. And so I'm like mashing the A button, and all that happens is one of my friends who I was playing with goes, Larry, step on the gas, sweetie. I'm trying. I'm trying. And I just held up the controller with me just jamming the A button. It was really funny at the time. Cannon. Just keep your wits about you and you'll do fine. Next question. This is a murder trial. Tell me, what's the victim's name? Phew, I know this one. Glad I read the case report cover to cover so many times. It's... Wait. Uh-oh. No. No way. I forgot. I'm drawing a total blank here. Phoenix, are you absolutely sure you're up to this? You don't even know the victim's name? Oh, the victim. Of course I know the victim's name. I, just forgot. Temporarily. I think I feel a migraine coming on. Look, the defendant's name is listed in the court record. Just touch the court record button to check it at any time, okay? Cindy! That's my law badge. Oh yeah, fun fact! This badge is actually real. Real attorneys in Japan get issued a cool little badge that they wear on their lapels. Remember to check it often. Do it for me, please. I'm begging you. Let's hear your answer. Who is the victim in this case? Cinder Block! Cindy Stone. The victim's name is Cindy Stone. Correct. Now tell me, what was the cause of death? She died because she was hit with a blunt object. She was struck once by a blunt object. Do I spy? Hi, Momo! Ace Attorney, you do! We love Ace Attorney in this house. Yeah, it's one of my favorite games. We just started. We're being tested in the middle of court. Because this is our first trial and no one thought to test us. Oh, it's so good. All right. Yeah. Well, to be fair to this game, we do break an absolute load of rules in law. But there are two things that you guys should know. One, the law is different in Japan. Things are strange and different in Japan. You're gonna see a lot of this be like, well, people are just guilty until proven innocent. You're gonna see a lot of that, and that's because that's just the way it is. Innocent until proven guilty is a weird quirk that we have in, like, North America and in a lot of European courts. That is not present in a Japanese court. As soon as you're arrested, you're a criminal! A criminal. That's why a lot of Japanese, like, TV series that involve the police and stuff like that, that's why a lot of the ones that involve, like, the police and things, or, like, you getting arrested, are really kind of a bit, they tend to be a bit critical. And by a bit, I mean, I'm way under exaggerating. They tend to be quite critical of that. Anyway, she was struck once by a blunt object. Correct. You've answered all my questions. I see no reason why we shouldn't proceed. You seem much more relaxed, Mr. Wright. Good for you. Thank you, Your Honor. Because I don't feel relaxed, that's for sure. Well then, first a question for the prosecution. Mr. Payne? Yes, Your Honor. As Mr. Wright just told us, the victim was struck with a blunt object. Would you explain to the court just what that object was? The murder weapon was the statue of the Thinker. It was found lying on the floor next to the victim. I see. The court accepts it into evidence. Right. Be sure to pay attention to any evidence added during the trial. That evidence is the only ammunition you have in court. Touch the court record button to check the court record frequently. It's rather heavy. I already know some things about that statue. Mr. Payne, the prosecution may call its first witness. The prosecution calls the defendant, Mr. Butts, to the stand. Chief, what do I do now? Pay attention. You don't want to miss any information that might help your client's case. You'll get your chance to respond to the prosecution later, so be ready. That's called cross-examination normally. Let's just hope he doesn't say anything unfortunate. Uh-oh. Larry gets excited easily. This could be bad. Yes, we did! We did have a debate using those sprites. You'll get to see all those sprites here. And what we used them for, too. Mm-hmm. Mm. Okay. The sprites are amazing. Yes, Team Theme Park. Also, the Triumvirate is back. Or will be back this weekend. So you know where I'm gonna be. Kid Icarus Uprising is a very good game. It was not for me, but it is a very good game. Huji had a ton of fun with it. Of course you can come, Val. It's triple scales. Alright. Ahem. Mr. Butts, is it not true that the victim had recently dumped you? Hey, watch it, buddy. We were great together. We were Romeo and Juliet. Cleopatra and Mark Antony. Didn't they all die? Phoenix is right. Those are all doomed couples. I wasn't dumped. She just wasn't taking my phone calls. Or seeing me. Ever. What's it to you anyway? Mr. Butts, what you describe is generally what we mean by dumped. In fact, she had completely abandoned you and was seeing other men. I do. I like the retro style on the DS, but the updated sprites are also really good in the Switch remake. When I play, I am going to play Ace Attorney Investigations because I love it a lot. When I play that, I'll play the Switch remake. Mostly because the DS one was never translated. And like I said, I have fan translations, but I'm curious to see how the localization team does with it, you know? She had just returned from overseas with one of them the day before the murder. What do you mean, one of them? Lies! All of it! Lies! I don't believe a word of it! Your Honor, the victim's passport. According to this, she was in Paris until the day before she died. Neato! I think it's R to check the court record. Yep. The victim apparently arrived home from Paris on 7:30, the day before the murder. I know, right? The investigation series being all localized, like the first one was sent over, and I guess it must not have sold well, but we've been crying that the second one wasn't here for ages, and I was so excited. We got investigations before we got GTA 6. That's true. We got the prosecution before we got the criminal. Indeed, she appears to have returned the day before the murder. Dude, no way! The victim was a model, but did not have a large income. It appears that she had several sugar daddies. Daddies? Sugar? Yes, older men who gave her money and gifts. She took their money and used it to support her lifestyle. Dude! We can clearly see what kind of woman this Miss Stone was. Tell me, Mr. Butts, what do you think of her now? Right. I don't think you want him to answer that question. Yeah, Larry has a way of running his mouth in all the wrong directions. Should I... Stop him from answering. My client had no idea the victim was seeing other men. That question is irrelevant to this case. Oof. Dude, Nick, what do you mean irrelevant? That cheating she-dog. I'm gonna die. I'm just gonna drop dead. Yeah, and when I meet her in the afterlife, I'm gonna get to the bottom of this. Let's continue the trial, shall we? Yeah, sugar daddies, I know, chat. We got Queen's Death before GTA 6. We've got a lot of things before GTA 6. You know what? 2026 bingo card, Half-Life 3 before GTA 6! I know Valve said they're never releasing it, and that's fine. But also GTA 6 is probably never coming out either. I believe the accused motive is clear to everyone. Yes, quite. Oh boy, this is so not looking good. Whew. Next question. You went to the victim's apartment on the day of the murder, did you not? Well, did you or did you not? Well, maybe I did, and maybe I didn't. Uh-oh. If Half-Life 3 gets released before GTA 6, I swear to Arceus. Well, we will all laugh. Actually, speaking of Arceus, I am vaguely considering playing Pokemon Scarlet. Because Mint has the DLC for it, so I'm considering starting a new game with it. I don't know when that will be, because I have to work myself up to playing a Pokemon game, but I did like the Scarlet and Violet series. Oh no, chat's peer pressuring me. Do it, do it. Play it, do it. Oh no, I'm being peer pressured. Well, yes, Val, we know we're naming a Tinkaton after you. Can't be helped. It's that or Aria. We'll name that Pokemon something. Which starter? What were the gens? Oh. I usually go with Fuecoco, actually. I love Fuecoco. Not a thought behind those eyes. Because look at him. Quaxley knows what's going on. And Meowscarada also knows what's going on. But Fuecoco has no idea about anything. I could have an entire team of Tinkatons. All Tinkatons all the way down. A thought behind those eyes, murder. Only once he grows up to be a Skeledirge. I love that all anyone wanted of the grass starter was for it to keep its 4 feet on the ground. And it did not keep its 4 feet on the ground. On the other hand, the fire starter was like, oh, I can do that. I can do it. And Fuecoco, lo and behold, evolves into an alligator. It'd be the second coming of Cat the Lucario. Exactly. That is true. We do get the option to get the other starters later. Alternatively, I could see if I have a friend of mine who breeds Pokemon. I could see if he can get me some starters. So that we all... Oh yeah, you get the option to get the other starters later. I vaguely considered doing a Nuzlocke, but it's really hard to do a Nuzlocke in Legends Arceus and in and in Sword, Shield, and Scarlet and Violet, because they're a bit more open-ended. Yeah, grass starters love getting up on their feeties, and I'm just like, please don't. Either that or the bug one with the kicky legs. I know the one you mean! I love the bug one with the kicky legs, whose name escapes me completely, but I love him. Primarina was cute. Alright, moving on. Uh-oh, he went. What do I do? Oh boy. Oh. Oh. Larry, answer honestly, for crying out loud. I know. I'll send him a signal. Tell the truth. Yeah. Yeah, I was there. I went. I accidentally did a Nuzlocke run while playing the sword for the first time. The dream team conquered. Yes! Ooh. Oh, the kicky legs bug one-shotted the champ? That's amazing. Order! Well, Mr. Butts. Dude, chill. She wasn't home, man, so, like, I didn't see her. Your Honor, the defendant is lying. Lying? The prosecution would like to call a witness who can prove Mr. Butts is lying. Well, that simplifies matters. Who is your witness? The man who found the victim's body just before making the gruesome discovery. Welcome in, Wit! Thanks for the lurk! I will look out for sharks and ink defensively to prevent surprises. He saw the defendant fleeing the scene of the crime. Order! Order in the court! Mr. Payne, the prosecution may call its witness. Yes, Your Honor. This is bad. On the day of the murder, my witness was selling newspapers at the victim's building. Please bring Mr. Frank Sawit to the stand. Gasoline. Mr. Sawit, you sell newspaper subscriptions, is that correct? Oh, yes. Newspapers, yes. Mr. Sawit, you may proceed with your testimony. Please tell the court what you saw on the day of the murder. He looks like this because he's ingratiating. He's ingratiating himself. He's doing this thing that, that's common in, Guys, have you seen Agretsuko or any similar sort of anime like that? In silly joke anime, anybody you get who's sort of like an oversweet, like, salesperson in a shop or something does this wiggle. I don't know how to explain this wiggle, but that's just like that's JP shorthand for this guy is an oversweet like salesman. We all love Agretsuko. Yeah, you remember probably like anytime she goes into like a clothing store or something and you get like that little wiggle of yeah, or Spamton. Spamton is also aping that. Yeah, you got it. You guys got it. Alright. I was going door to door selling subscriptions when I saw a man fleeing an apartment. I thought he must have been in a hurry because he left the door half open behind him. Thinking it strange, I looked inside the apartment and saw her lying there, a woman, not moving, dead. I quailed in fright and found myself unable to go inside. Man, the last time I heard the word quailed was in a Decemberist song. I thought to call the police immediately. However, the phone in her apartment wasn't working, so I went to a nearby park and found a public phone. I remember the time exactly. It was 1:00 p.m. He's just anxious to sell me a used 2017 Toyota Corolla with horrible knowledge. With a loan about... 99,000,000% interest. Yeah. That's exactly it. The man who ran was, without a doubt, the defendant sitting right over there. Larry, why didn't you tell the truth? I can't defend you against a testimony like that. Incidentally, why wasn't the phone in the victim's apartment working? Your Honor, at the time of the murder, there was a blackout in the building. Aren't phones supposed to work during a blackout? Yes, Your Honor. However, some cordless phones will not function normally. The phone that Mr. Sawit used was one of those. Your Honor, I have a record of the blackout for your perusal. I need to look at that record, sir. Electricity to Miss Stone's building was out from noon to 6 p.m. on the day of the crime. Oh. Oh! Now, Mr. Wright. Yes, Your Honor? You may begin your cross-examination. Cross-examination, Your Honor? All right. This is it. The real deal. What exactly am I supposed to do? Why, you exposed the lies in the testimony the witness just gave. Lies? What? He was lying? Your client is innocent, right? Then that witness must have lied in his testimony. Or is your client really guilty? How do I prove he's not? You hold the key. It's in the evidence. Compare the witness testimony to the evidence at hand. Ooh, guess who found Morrowind in a bit of my dad's stuff? Yes, let's go! Let's go! Oh, we do love the Elder Scrolls 4. That is 4, right? I'm not crazy? I'm sure Morrowind was 4. I don't know, they've released Skyrim so many times I can't tell what number we're on anymore! Oh no! Whatever, we love Morrowind. I don't know what number we're on anymore for this. I also did jump directly from Morrowind to Skyrim, so I have no idea where anything is in the middle. Okay. Compare the witness's testimony to the evidence at hand. There's bound to be a contradiction in there. First, find the contradictions between the court record and the witness's testimony. Then, once you've found the contradicting evidence, present it and rub it in the witness's face. Am I up for fractals post-stream? Yes. I'm always up for fractals. Mostly. Okay. Touch the court record button and point out contradictions in the testimony. Okay. I was going door to door when I saw a man fleeing the apartment. He probably did. I thought he must be in a hurry because he left the door half open behind him. Hi, Rice! Yeah, fractals! We love fractals. What were tonight's spell? Oh, Chaos Uncategorized and Urban Battleground. We will not do the unofficial jumping puzzle in Urban Battleground, though we probably could. I don't know it very well, and it is not faster. Raiding at the moment. Have fun! Which raid wing are you doing? And also, good luck on loot. Elder Scrolls 26,000 coming to a Blockbuster near you. Oh, wait. Hey, Wing 1! We love Wing 1. Have fun with Gorseval. Good luck not having to do backup strats. Woof. I thought he must be in a hurry because he left the door half open behind him. Thinking it strange, I looked inside the apartment. Then I saw her lying there, a woman, not moving, dead. I quailed in fright and found myself unable to go inside. I thought to call the police immediately. Wait, hold on. Unable to go inside, huh? But then... How do you know that? The phone in her apartment wasn't working? Yes, I mean, no, it wasn't, right. But you said you didn't go into her apartment. Or did you? Oh, that? I can explain that. There was a cordless phone on the shelf in the entranceway. I reached inside and tried using that to call. And the phone wasn't working, correct? What happened next? I want to go back through these statements, actually. Isn't a man leaving an apartment a common sight? Statements? Nah, it's too easy. I find it odd that you would take notice of him. I don't know. He just seemed strange to me, that's all. Like he was mad and yet frightened at the same time. Just like a criminal fleeing the scene of a crime. The defense requests that the witness refrain from conjecture. Of course. What the witness means is that the man he saw looked suspicious. So what happened next? I thought he must be in a hurry because he left the door half open behind him. Thinking it strange, I looked inside the apartment. Did you? What gave you the idea to do that? Well, the door was half open, you see. Isn't it only human to want to peek? We climb mountains because they're there. It's the same thing. Truer words have never been spoken. Anyone would look inside. I don't think. Fellas, I don't think. Why did Payne cut him off so quickly? So you looked into the apartment. What happened then? When I saw her lying there, a woman not moving, dead. How do you know she was dead? Curious. Are you sure she was dead? Well, no, I guess I wasn't. But she wasn't moving at all, and there was blood everywhere. I guess that would look fatal to anyone. Well, very well. What happened next? I quailed in fright and found myself unable to go inside. I thought to call the police immediately. However, the phone in her apartment wasn't working. I went to a nearby park and found a public phone. I remember the time exactly. It was 1 p.m. But she died between 4 and 5. How did you see her dead at 1 when she died between 4 and 5? Alright, y'all. It gets to be our first objection. Our first real objection. Our first real objection! You found the body at 1 p.m. You're sure? Yeah, it was 1 p.m. for certain. Frankly, I find that hard to believe. Your statement directly contradicts the autopsy report. The autopsy notes the time of death at sometime after 4 p.m. There was nobody no body defined at 1 p.m. How do you explain this 3-hour gap? Oh, that! Oh, oh, this is trivial! The witness merely forgot the time! After his testimony, I find that hard to believe. Mr. Sawit, why are you so certain that you found the body at 1 p.m.? Gee, that's a really good question. Great job, Wright. Way to put him on the spot. That's all you have to do. Point out contradictions. Lies always beget more lies. See through one, and their whole story falls apart. Wait! I remember now! Would you care to give your testimony again? Oh boy! You see, when I found the body, I heard the time. There was a voice saying the time. It was probably coming from the television. No, it wasn't, because there was a blackout. Oh, but it was 3 hours off, wasn't it? I guess the victim must have been watching a video of a taped program. That's why I thought it was 1 p.m. Terribly sorry about the misunderstanding. My man! My man, I'm ready to go. I see, you heard a voice saying the time on a taped program. I know, right? Super fancy TV that can run without electricity. Mr. Wright, you may cross-examine the witness. Right. You know what to do. I've got this one. You see, when I found the body, I heard the time. There was a voice saying the time. It was probably coming from the television. Sure bet it wasn't. Yeah, the power was out. Hold it right there! The prosecution has said there was a blackout at the time of the discovery. And this record proves it. Look at the wiggle intensifies! Wiggle, 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 wiggle! Yeah! You couldn't have heard a television or a video. Yeah! The defense has a point. Do you have an explanation for this, Mr. Sawit? No, I find it quite puzzling myself. Quite! Yeah! Wait, I remember now. Mr. Sawit, the court would prefer to hear an accurate testimony from the very beginning. These constant corrections are harming your credibility. Man really wants me to take that 2017 Toyota Corolla! That, and you seem rather distraught. My apologies, Your Honor. It must have been the shock of my finding the body. Very well, Mr. Sawit. Let's hear your testimony once more, please. Actually, I didn't hear the time. I saw it. There was a table clock in the apartment. Wasn't there? Yeah, the murder weapon. The killer used it to hit the victim. My man, what? That must have been what I saw. Paired on. Well, you saw a clock. I guess that would explain it. The defense may cross-examine the witness. Gladly. Actually, I didn't hear the time. I saw it. That strikes me as a very suspicious mistake. Yeah, I can see how you'd be a little doubtful. I'm really sorry. I only just remembered that table clock. A table clock? There was a table clock in the apartment, wasn't there? Was there? Like, we don't have one. A table clock? Was there a clock at the scene? This is the first I've heard of it. Yeah, the murder weapon. The killer used it to hit the victim. Fella. Wasn't the weapon a statue, my guy? That's a statue! Wait just a moment. The murder weapon wasn't a clock. It was the statue. Momo got third! Yay! I know, I love this game so much. Yes. Also, welcome in, Tyler. Great and powerful Fier, yes. Yes. Oh. They didn't even get me a crown and I have people saying nice things. May I suggest an objection sound alert? Yes! Yes, so good! We're gonna have an objection sound alert. Oh, we're lawyering so well. We only just started. This is our first trial and we're trying a murder. Put it in the channel suggestions so I don't forget, because I will forget. I'm very bad. I have 9 brains and none of them remember anything. I think we're winning. So far. So far we're having a great time telling this guy he's crazy and didn't see what he saw. Now how is this supposed to be a clock? Wah! You, with your objections and your evidence, just who do you think you are? Just answer the question, Mr. Saw It. Hey, I saw it there, okay? That's a clock. Your Honor, if I may. Yes, Mr. Payne? Yeah, as the witness stated, this statue is indeed a clock. The neck is a switch. You just tilt it and it says the time out loud. As it doesn't look like a clock, I submitted it as a statue. My apologies. Saw It, more like did it. Exactly. Did it was his mother's maiden name. You know that's how it works. Oh yeah, tomorrow is 4th of July. For all you Americans out there, have fun, be safe around fireworks. Please don't hurt yourself on fireworks. I hear that happens regularly, and I would like you not to hurt yourself on fireworks. Yeah, be good. Be good with your small and heavy ordnance. I see. So the murder weapon was a table clock after all. Well, Mr. Wright, it appears that the witness's testimony was correct. This is a clock. Do you have any problems with his testimony now? Do I? I mean, I feel like I still do. How could he know it was a... Wait, you have to tip it, right? Yeah, Payne said you have to tip it. Your Honor, there is a gaping hole in the witness's testimony. The only way he could have known the weapon was a clock is to hold it in his hand. Yet the witness testified that he never entered the apartment. Clearly a contradiction. Yeah, no burning things. Ah, y'all can't use fireworks anyway. Good. Make sure to leave milk and cookies out for Captain America! Is that what y'all do for 4th of July? You should leave a little bit of birthday cake. It's also his birthday. Steve Rogers has 3 different canon birthdays, but July 4th is the one I think is funniest. You have to leave a little bit of cake, a little bit of birthday cake. Yes. Yes, chat. No, you may not burn something. Staff would find out that there's fire, that I still have access to fire. After the last time I got access to fire. They don't like me having access to things that do that. they become afeared. But soon. Soon! Soon! I don't like fireworks, TBH. That's fair. I do. I think they're fun. But I'm also not affected by the loud noises that they make. Because I live in the water. Indeed. The witness knew it was a clock because... Oh, because he went into the apartment. You're lying. You were inside the apartment on the day of the murder. Oh yeah? Prove it. Prove I went in there. I'll do better than that. I can prove you were the one who killed her. You struck her with the clock, and the shock of the blow triggered the clock's voice. That was the sound you heard. Oh no! Oh no! It's Turnabout! Hellfire from Hunchback of Notre Dame starts playing. I love that song! I love the dichotomy. I love Heaven's Light and Hellfire like together like that. They are so good. Beata Maria, you know I am a righteous man. Of my virtue I am justly proud. Etc. I love that song. The perfect Pokemon for you! And what chat has, which is the good part. Oh, Magirna! Yeah, there we go. Yeah, that's fair. Hellfire, dark fire, there's fire in my skin. I love that song. I love the Hunchback of Notre Dame soundtrack all the way down. Court of Miracles is a 10 out of 10 song. All of it's 10 out of 10, but Court of Miracles is great too. Okay, so one time we wanted to listen to the Bells of Notre Dame, and we had a copy of the Hunchback of Notre Dame, so we sat down to like listen to the opening tune because it's really good. And we listened to the opening tune, and then we stopped for a second, and we were like, yeah, that was such a good tune. And then it's not very far to the next song. And then we just kind of like watched the whole movie by accident. We weren't like doing anything that day, so it wasn't the end of the world, but it was really funny. Okay. Intriguing. Please continue, Mr. Wright. Yes, Your Honor. Mr. Saw It. The sound must have left quite an impression on you. Understandable, since the murder weapon spoke just as you hit the victim. The voice was burned into your mind. That's why you were so certain about the time. What's the meaning of this? This is all baseless conjecture. Baseless? Just look at the witness's face. Would the witness care to elaborate? Did you strike the victim with the clock? That day, I never. Look, the clock I heard. No, I mean, I saw it. Wah! Shop. I hate you. It was him, I tell you. I saw him. He killed her, and he should burn. Burn! Give him death. I like that he threw his toupee at us. Order. Order in the court, I say. Your Honor, a moment, please. There isn't a shred of evidence supporting the defense's claims. Mr. Wright. Your Honor, you claim the sound of the witness heard came from the clock. Do you have any evidence? The whole case is riding on this. I'd better think this through carefully. Oh, I sure hope I can. Yes, Your Honor. The sound Mr. Saw had heard was definitely this clock. A fact which is clear if you simply sound the clock. Let's sound the clock now, here in this court. Your Honor, may I have the clock? I ask the court to listen very carefully. I think it's 8:25. That certainly is a strange way to announce the time. Well, he is the thinker, after all. So, we've heard the clock. What are your conclusions, Mr. Wright? Mr. Payne, can you tell me what time it is now? It's 11:25. Yak! As you can see, this clock is exactly 3 hours slow. Precisely the discrepancy between what Mr. Sawat heard and the actual time of death. So, Mr. Sawat, try to talk your way out of this one. Ha! Ha ha! You forgot one thing! Uh-oh. What's he talking about? Well, it may seem like that clock is running 3 hours slow. It proves nothing! How do you know it was running 3 hours slow on the day of the murder? If you can't prove that, you don't have a case. I do, actually. I know exactly why this clock is 3 hours slow. It's because it's actually fast. He's right. How am I going to prove that? Dang it, I was so close. Mr. Wright, it seems you lack the critical evidence to support your claim. No, I don't. Yes, Your Honor. This means I cannot let you indict the witness. Unfortunately. This ends the cross-examination of Mr. Frank Sawat. Wait. I come all the way down here to testify, and look what happens. They treat me like a criminal. A criminal! You lawyers are all slime. No. We gotta... I know why it was slow. Grr, I almost had him. Sorry, Larry. I failed you. There's nothing I can do about it now. See, the worst part is it has to be beyond a shadow of a doubt in the States. So this is enough to free an American prisoner. Yeah, he threw off the toupee when he freaked out. So, like, do-over. Exactly. Not so fast, Mr. Sawat. Chief. Listen up, Wright. Don't throw this one away. Not like this. Think. But Chief, it's over. I can't prove the clock was slow the day of the murder. Yes, you can. Nobody can prove that. Well, yes. But that doesn't mean you can't still win. Try thinking outside the box. Don't waste time doubting the facts. Assume the clock was 3 hours slow and think through it. Ask yourself, why was the clock 3 hours slow? Figure out the reason, and you'll have your proof. Right? Yes. Right, left. Can you think of a reason as to why the clock would be 3 hours slow? Absolutely. Wait! Maybe I can prove it. You must have evidence somewhere that can prove it, right? Find it and let them have it. Well, Mr. Wright? Oh, okay. We hydrate as chat demands. And a big stretch. While the tension raises. Alright, and for body break, squats. Yeah. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Okay, we did it. Huh? Yep. Wiggle. Yeah. Okay. Well, Mr. Wright, you say the clock was already running slow on the day of the murder. Have you found evidence to support this claim? Of course. There is a piece of evidence in the court record that can prove my claim beyond a doubt. Ha! Tough words! Let's see you pull this one off! Let's see this evidence that proves the clock was running slow. She was in Paris the day before she took the clock with her. The victim had just returned home from abroad the day before the murder. As we all know, the time difference between here and Paris is 9 hours. When it's 4 p.m. here, it's 1 a.m. the next day there. The clock wasn't 3 hours slow, it was 9 hours fast. Because we don't do a 24 clock, you see. The victim hadn't reset her clock since returning home. That's why the time you heard when you struck her dead in her apartment was wrong. Proof enough for you, Mr. Saw It? Or should I say, Mr. Did It? See, chat? Phoenix gets your jokes. Foaming at the mouth and falling over. That's truly innocent behavior. Order, order, I say. Chat's on it, exactly. Well, this case has certainly turned out differently than we all expected. Mr. Payne, your client? He was arrested and has been taken away, Your Honor. Very well. Mr. Wright? Yes, Your Honor? I have to say, I'm impressed. I don't think I've ever seen someone complete a defense so quickly, and find the true culprit at the same time. Thank you, Your Honor. At this point, this is only a formality, but the court finds the defendant, Mr. Larry Butts, not guilty. Yay, confetti! I love that there's confetti in the court. With that, the court is adjourned. That body break soundbite was a throwback. I love it. That's why I put it there. I have missed the days of my youth. I found an even older theme, but I didn't recognize it terribly well, so I was like, nah, I'll get the one people recognize from the 90s. Ooh, almost done with Wing 1. Good luck with the platform. We love cannons. Side note, no we don't. We hate cannons. I'm always the one on the cannons. It's because I do enough DPS and also can understand when I'm supposed to go to a cannon and not run into the firewall. Teaching people to do cannons. Good luck! And with that, court is adjourned. We did it! We're through case 1! We're amazing! So, it turns out that Frank Saw It was a common burglar. He posed as a newspaper salesman to check and see when people were out of the house. That day, when Larry went to her apartment, the victim wasn't home. After he left, Mr. Saw It let himself in to do his dirty work. While he was searching our place, the victim returned. Flustered, Mr. Saw It grabbed the nearest blunt object he could find. Oh, and became a murderer! Yeah, good luck. Oh, healing and kiting flak. Our druid does that. Our druid is the hero the people need. Mint does such an amazing job at healing and kiting. Kiting flak and hand kiting. Oh my golly. Best druid. 10 out of 10. Would recommend. Ooh, Rune Factory. Yes, I think Rune Factory would be right up. Oh, hello! Hi, Debbie! Welcome in! How was stream? How was SOS? Did you guys do good? Did you win? I know, right? It's so good. Oh no, I done been bonked. Hi, Jamie. Welcome in, everybody. We just got through with the first case. I heard that some of my chat had never seen this game before, and I was like, what? But how you understand, how you know, how you are banned from using Phoenix Wright GIFs until you see them in their natural habitat. It do be a raid. Oh yeah. It's okay. It wasn't released like the sheep has wandered into your stream. Hi, Sheepy-chan. Hello. We love Ace Attorney. We just got our best friend off the hook for murder. It's great. Asexual attorney. No. No, not with the way the fandom is. Oh yeah, I loved that anime. we're about to burden Edgeworth with with unnecessary feelings. We love that. There's a ship here, Val. The best part, I know, right? Obviously, yes. It's fan fiction. What do you want from it? I know, right? The entire Ace Attorney is going to be on Switch. They even brought us investigations. It's like they heard me. It's like they heard me crying, desperately begging them to bring us investigations. Because I loved the first game, and then they were like, no thank you, we won't release the second game. And I was like, but... and I cried forever. Investigations anime when? I would love that. Edgeworth is so good. I love him a lot. Oh, some of this chat hasn't met him yet. We're gonna get there. We're gonna get there. I know, right? Because he's the best one in this whole series. Edgeworth is best. I love the... Oh, he's my favorite. I think chat's gonna be excited about Gumshoe too. He's trying his best. I'm here for the put-together guy who suddenly you find out has all of the trauma, every trauma just under there, and Edgeworth is that guy, so I was like, done! Sold! Bring that here. Give me that. Give me that man. But first we need to meet the best green-coated fellow. Yes, you're right. I'm here for the one with the whip, though. That is Francisca von Karma. You're gonna... She uses that whip in court. Don't know why. Whew, can't believe we won that one. Right, good job in there. Congratulations. Thanks, Chief. I owe it all to you. Not at all, not at all. You fought your own battles in there. That's fair. We can't spoil anything about why Edgeworth is the best. Oh yeah, fair. We've got some good prosecutors in Ace Attorney 5. I got distracted by the Gavin brothers. Clavier and Christoph are, I like them. I like them boys. It's been a while since I've seen a trial end on such a satisfying note. I've never seen the chief look this happy. If she's this glad, imagine how Larry must feel. My life is over. Larry, you're supposed to be happy. What's wrong now? Gavin is your friend. Black Quill is also awesome. Yeah, that's true. Aw, Nick. Don't worry about me. I'll be dead and gone soon. Good. Wait, no, I mean bad. Bad, bad, bad. Larry, you're innocent. The case is closed. But my Cindy Windy's gone, man. Gone forever. Larry, she was a... Nah, never mind. Congratulations, Harry. Harry? Yes, you. I can practically see the headlines now. Harry Butts, innocent. Hey, thanks. I really owe you one. I won't forget this, ever. Let's celebrate. Dinner? Movie? My treat. Oh, no, I couldn't. Hey, I owe you... I was the one who got you off the hook. Oh, hey. Here, take this. It's a present. Why are you giving me the murder weapon? A present? For me? Wait, wasn't this the evidence that... Actually, I made this clock for her. I made one for her and one for me. Really? You made this? Wow, thank you. I'll keep it as a memento. Yo, Nick. Can you believe it? I was so into that chick. And she was just playing me for a fool. Don't that make you want to cry? Cannons did not get done, but you still beat her? Nice work on Sabbather. She is a pain in the butt. Larry. I'd let Mia hit me with the clock too. Oh my golly, chat. Chat also needs to hydrate. They seem a little thirsty. Are you so sure? Excuse me? I think she thought quite a lot of you in her own way. Nah, you don't gotta sympathize with me. It's okay. Oh, I'm not just sympathizing, really. Isn't that right, right? Don't you have something to show your friend? Something that proves how she felt about him? Do I? Huh? Oh, yeah, right. What the heck is she talking about? The clock! Right! She had the clock with her in Paris! It's gotta be that, right? Check this out, Larry. Proof positive you weren't just some chump to her. Huh? Where'd you get that clock? This is the clock you made for her, Larry. She took it with her when she traveled. She probably just needed a clock, that's all. You think so? It's a pretty heavy clock to take traveling. Well, make of it what you will. Hey, Nick. I'm glad I asked you to be my lawyer. Really, I am. Thanks. Hope that made him feel a little better. I am perfectly hydrated. Now put Mia back on the phone. Right? I hope you see the importance of evidence now. Also, hopefully you realize things change depending on how you look at them. People, too. We never really know if our clients are guilty or innocent. All we can do is believe them. And in order to believe in them, you have to believe in yourself. And of course believe in the you that believes in me. Wait. Believe in the me that believes in you. That's the one. Gosh. I've said that line so many times. Right. Listen, learn, grow strong. Never let go of what you believe in. Never. The power of friendship! Exactly. Well, I think our work here is done. Shall we be off? Yeah, I guess so. Say, how about dinner? On me. We'll drink a toast to innocent butts. Yeah. Oh, speaking of Harry, you were saying part of why you became a lawyer was because of him. Yeah, part at least. You'll have to tell me more about it sometime. Maybe over drinks. Nice! First case in the books! Exactly! And so, my first trial came to a close. Larry slapped me on the back and said, "Gee, Nick, it's good to have friends. But I'm pretty sure he's not going to pay me, unless you count the clock he gave me a..." I didn't know it then, but that clock was soon going to be at the center of another incident. And my promise to tell the chief about me and Larry would be one promise that I wouldn't be able to keep. Oh no! What will happen? Well, that's the end of the game. Bye! No. Oh boy. Yes. Took getting a face full of hair to win. Exactly, yeah. Hey, Fier. Hey, Fier, is it time? Who knows? A mystery. Who could our prosecutor be today? Hello, this is Maya. Hey, Maya, it's me. Mia! What's up? You haven't called in a while. Sorry, I've been so busy. How you been? Well, lonely, and it's all your fault. Nah, I'm just teasing. I've been great. I'm finally getting used to having my own place. That's good to hear. Actually, I'm calling because I have a favor to ask. I know, I know. You want me to hold evidence for you? Sharp as always. There's a lot of buzz about the upcoming trial. I just didn't feel safe keeping the evidence here. I gotcha. So, what is it this time? It's a clock. A clock? Yeah, it's made to look like that statue, the Thinker, and it tells you the time. I thought you might like it. You always like toys. Hey! I'm not a little girl anymore, sis. Now. You know I'm only teasing. I should probably tell you, the clock isn't talking right now. Huh? It's not working? That's lame! I had to take the clockwork out. Sorry. I put some papers inside there instead. Papers? Is that the evidence then? Well, there's a possibility that it might turn out that way, yes. Can you come by the office tonight, say 9 o'clock, to pick it up? I'll be in the pre-trial meeting until then. Okay, sis, but I expect dinner. Something good. Like burgers. I could really go for a good burger. Oh yeah, speaking of burgers, that reminds me, this game was localized. It normally takes place in Tokyo. I believe that if I smash my head against a wall hard enough, either the wall will break or I'll get a concussion, and that is how I play Guild Wars. Yeah, that's fair. Oh god, not the burgers. Hide your wallets, people. Exactly. This game was localized, so a lot of the JP references are absent here. You will still find some on occasion, like some Japanese signage and stuff. But this is arguably taking place in Los Angeles, sort of. Okay. We'll hit the usual joint. Oh, right. It's a deal. I think what she was asking for originally was ramen or something like that. Okay, sis. See you soon. Yep, I'll be waiting, Maya. Conversation recorded September 5th, 9:27 a.m. I want to make some ramen now. I'm hungry for it. Aww. Staff, will you make me ramen? I will not get tangled in it. No, I won't. No, I didn't get tangled in it last time. No, I was eating it. I didn't. Shut up. I wasn't tangled and I didn't need your help. Fine. Anyway, they won't let me have ramen. Gonna have ramen anyway. But I wasn't tangled in it. Anyway. I want ramen because Chad said. 2 days until the anniversary of me finding this stream. Good work, Val. It'll been a whole year. Anyway, September 5th, 8:57 p.m. Faye & Co. Law Offices. This is almost 9 o'clock. Now, Miss Faye, I'll take what's mine. The papers. I'm sorry, but I can't give you what I don't have. Miss Faye, you are a poor liar. Why, I see it right over there. That must be the Thinker that swallowed those papers. How could you know? Ho, you are not cogniferous of my you are not cogniferous of my background. Gathering information is my business, you see. I should have been more careful. Ho. My dear Miss Faye, I'm so very sorry. But I'm afraid I must ask you for one more thing. Your eternal silence. Farewell, Miss Faye. Oh no! Cogniferous! I know, right? Red, white, blue. I mean, just ratatouille some ramen. That is a brilliant plan! Staff, I have an idea! You have hands? And therefore the power to wield chopsticks. You could put the ramen. Oh. They will not put the ramen. Yep, someone did an oopsie. Someone dropped a clock. Uh-oh, I'm late. Huh? That's strange. The chief must have gone home already. She said her sister was coming over, so we should all go out for dinner. What's that smell? Blood? Mia! Maybe she's in her office. Oh no. Oh, right. I smell blood. That can't be good. I have to check Mia to see if Mia, the chief's okay. I don't think there was anything in here that I needed. That smell. Blood. Sis! Someone's there. Chief? Chief? Chief! Who are you? Strange girl dropped out cold. I left her lying on the office sofa. I went back to the chief, where she lay under the window. Her body was still warm. I could feel it when I held her shoulder. Then, all too quickly, it began to fade. Until finally she was cold. Chief. It's encrusted with dried blood. How ironic that this became the murder weapon. Again. Some shards of glass are scattered on the floor. They seem to be the remains of the glass light stand. Is that still the shards? Oh yeah, that's still the shards. Yeah, I was gonna say, Val reminds me of Pearl a lot. You'll see. Right! I'd better call the police! Huh? That's funny. A few of the screws on the receiver are missing. It looks like someone was halfway through taking it apart. Police? Please, come quick! What was that? Someone screaming from outside the window? She's staring right at me. She's holding a phone in her hand. I have yet to finish the second Ace Attorney, but I'm enjoying it a lot. I'm on the Max Galactica trial. Oh, I remember Max Galactica. Oh, have fun with that. The Fainco Ledger Book. Everything is written in the Chief's ultra-neat handwriting. It's a small office, but it makes a good bit of money. Yeah, you're darn right it's a small office. Surprisingly, the Chief was never good with machines. But all she used this PC for was email. She picked up this ancient model at some garage sale for practically nothing. Yeah, that sounds right. By the way, this game takes place technically in 2016. So it does take place in the future. All the Chief's important documents are packed in here. This is where she filed her case reports Case records and recent rulings. Right, that's the joke. This ancient model was current when this game came out. The chief's chair. A simple, functional design. Feels pretty good to sit in, too. And let's examine the body. Chief. It's hard seeing her like this, but if there are any clues here, she was struck in the head with a blunt object. She probably died instantly. The thinker lying next to her must have been the murder weapon. The thinker added to the court record. There are some glass shards near the chief's body. Must be pieces of the glass light stand lying broken in the back of the room. Yes. Ah, yes, the future with Obama phones. Exactly. Wouldn't 2016 be the past now? It would be, but this game was released in the 90s-ish, I think. Chad, it definitely wasn't released in 2016. I'm not crazy, right? Let's find out. "2001. I was close. Yeah, chat knows what's what. 2001 was the original Game Boy release in Japan. Ooh, I was 5. I was many. But like I said, I got fished up when the British Empire was still a British Empire. That was a long time ago. There have been many much time. I was slightly younger. Oh, yeah. Okay. Nothing else that seems like a clue here. A piece of paper? It must have fallen from Mia's hand. What could it be? Qu'est-ce que c'est? A word is written in blood on the scrap of paper. Maya. Did Mia write this? This piece of paper is a receipt from the department store, dated yesterday. Receipt added to the court record. I only know the release years because they keep putting them in the soundtrack on the song titles. Fair enough. Welcome in, Bean. Bean on a ribcage. I like that. That makes me think of old silly Disney cartoons. I think that's enough snooping around for now. I'd better call the police and find out what that girl was doing here. Oh, okay, so we better go out. That girl just now. Where'd she go? I put her right there on the sofa. Uh-oh. I hope she didn't run on me. Yipes! Don't scare me like that. Excuse me, but who are you? It's okay. I work here. Maya. Maya Faye. Maya Faye? Maya? So Mia was writing that girl's name. Maybe I should show her the receipt. I never thought there'd be a use for evidence like this outside the courtroom. Oh boy. I guess we'll present her with that. Before Mia died, she wrote a message with her own blood. She wrote it on the back of this receipt. That's my name! Why? Why would she write my name? Please, just calm down. Why would Sis write my name? Uh-oh. Now I've done it. The police! Sounds like they're coming this way. Freeze! Police! It's Gumshoe! Alright, I'm Detective Dick Gumshoe, see? Gumshoe? What an odd name. Oh, we received a report from the building across the way, you see. Got a person saying they saw a murder. It must have been that woman I saw. Anyway, I don't want either of you moving 1 inch, okay? Great. Just great. Maya, wait. She wouldn't have... Nah. Whoa! Excuse me? Eek! This word Maya here mean anything to you? That's my name. What? The victim drew this here note in her own blood, see? With her dying breath, she wrote down the killer's name. Killer? I'm not. Case closed. You're coming down to the precinct, ma'am. What? I like it. He got a punchable face, affectionate. I like him. I prefer Edgeworth. It's true. Cup noodle connoisseur. It's true. True facts. We love them cup noodles. Mia's younger sister Maya was arrested on the spot. I was taken in for questioning and didn't get out until the next morning. My eyes were heavy, but I couldn't sleep. I sat around waiting for visiting hours to begin at the detention center. I had to talk to Maya as soon as possible. Maya gets framed for murder part 1. This starts an undying saga. But yeah, that's true too. Wow, they have poor Maya locked up like a criminal. Well, because she is a criminal. You see? Her name was written in blood. Therefore a criminal. Oh. It's you. The lawyer. Good morning. Good morning. She looks so tired. Are you going to be my attorney? Well, that's what I wanted to talk to you about. I mean, it is kind of up to her. But I'll do it. First things first, I better get her cheered up. Yeah, of course I will. Cheer up. Really? Whoa, did I say the wrong thing? She looks sadder now. What's wrong? You don't think I can do it? No. No one could. Who would believe me? Even you, when you found me in the office. You looked at me like I had done it. Did I look at her like that? No, I never thought. It's okay. I understand. And I've also heard about you. Heard? Heard what about me? I was talking to my sister on the phone the other day. Your Honor, my client is not guilty. Is your lawyer a cat? Well, I'm not a cat, Judge. It appears you're using some kind of filter, sir. I don't know how to turn it off. My assistant. I love that one. I'm ready to proceed, Judge. I am not a cat. It's my favorite thing. I love all the shenanigans that came out of that. You guys, if you haven't seen I Am Not a Cat, y'all should. It's beautiful. Today was my junior partner's first time in court. Wow, really? How'd that go? It was quite the scene. Honestly, I was on edge the whole time. It's been a while. Ha! So he crashed and burned? He's a genius. One of those strike fear into the hearts of evil types. The only thing he's lacking is experience. Ha! Sounds like it was fun. Well, I know who to go to if I ever get in trouble now. I don't know, Maya. I think you might want to wait. Give him 3 more years. That is, unless you want to be found guilty. I'm the defendant, Momo my lawyer, and Fier the prosecution. I would be such a good prosecution. I love prosecuting things. I did, it's true. Fier bested me in the fight of the Splatfest, and she still let me win. That's only because we had a theme park around here called Crystal Palace, so I could rent out both a theme park and a palace at the same time, thus reconciling the problem, because no one would rent a beach. Beaches are free, you just go to them. That's how they are. There is water, and there is sand, and then you go. Or sometimes it's rocks, but that's how beaches are. I know it's different in some places. This ain't it. We have 12 or 13% of our natural, of our, like, whole province is nature reserves and stuff. Which doesn't sound like much, but when you live in such a tiny province, it's a whole lot. And even without that, we place a lot of importance on having trees and stuff. Trees and nature in general. I'll show you guys around and show you what I mean about Halifax being like that. That's what she said. I'm sorry. I didn't mean to trouble you. No, it's okay. It's true, I guess. But at the same time, I can't just sit and watch. When I think of the person who did this to Mia... I know. Aww. This guy monitors the visitor's room. He hasn't moved an inch. A real pro, this guy. Smile for the camera. I was hoping it would let me examine Mia, but I guess not. I mean Mia. I'd be the worst one to defend it because I'd just be like, I'm so sorry. Sob, sob, sob. Val is a defendant. Oh wait, sorry, you were right. Sorry, yeah, sorry. I know, right? Val keeps appropriating my culture. Val, you are from Texas. You should be shooting first, asking questions later, and suing anyone that disagrees with you. And also, side note, the only other thing I know about Texas is that the stars at night are big and bright, deep in the heart of Texas. Clap, clap, clap. That's all I know. Sorry in advance. That's all I know. No, that's not true. I know slightly more about Texas. The other things I know about Texas is big. Too many big. Maybe make like 4 states out of that one big state. Definitely make like 4 states. Yeah, we've all heard. There's something I've been wanting to ask you. Yes? What's with that outfit? Oh, this? This is what all acolytes wear. It's my uniform, you could say. Acolyte? Like people in religious training? What is it you do? Oh! It's nothing strange, really. I'm a spirit medium. In training. It's nothing strange, she says, and follows this with I'm a spirit medium. Spirit medium? I'm pretty sure that qualifies as strange. So you're an acolyte, or medium in training. That's right. The Fae family, especially the women, have always been very sensitive to the spirit world. Wait a second, you said the Fae family? So Mia was into this stuff too? Of course! She left the mountain to follow her career, she said. Her powers were first class too. I had no idea. Wait. What? So, you're a real honest-to-goodness spirit medium with ESP and all that? Yes, in training. Well, can't you contact me as spirit then? We can just ask her who killed her. I'm sorry. I'm still in training. I couldn't do something on that level. I thought that would be too easy. Could you tell me about the day of the murder? Yes! Let's see. That morning, I got a call from my sister. She wanted me to hold on to a piece of evidence for the upcoming trial. Evidence? Yes, that clock shaped like the thinker. The one Larry made. I read a book that was talking about a road trip near the beginning and included the line, "Texas lengthwise really breaks you." Yeah, I can say that it would. It's too big. Like, okay, so one of my umpteen family members used to live in Austin, and when I found out how far Austin was from the rest of Texas, likewise finding out that San Antonio is closer to like New Mexico and California and stuff than it is to like the rest of Texas, it's too big. Half our drive to Mexico was in Texas. It was so much. Exactly. Texas is too big. Needs to be scrunched smaller. Just chop her up. Just cut it up a little bit. Maybe we shouldn't remember the Alamo and we should put the border back where it was. Before that happened. Maybe we should do that. Exactly, El Paso closer to LA than the other side of Texas. There's places in Texas that I used to have to talk to that were closer to places in, like, Louisiana than the rest of Texas. Like, oh, you want to drive across state borders? It's faster. Texas be different, but it's faster to get somewhere. Golly. Texas too many big. How could that have been evidence in a case? Right. She said something about that. I remember. Do you want to hear it in her own voice? Her own voice? Yes. I'm pretty sure our conversation is on my cell phone. You recorded it? Yeah. I forgot how to delete those things. So you say you have a conversation with your sister on your cell phone? Let's hear it. Right. Oh no, what am I looking at? Oh no! Val, what have you done? I wish Texas had a clause that let it split into 5 separate states. That is the minimum number. Actually, 4 is the minimum number of separate states that Texas should be allowed to become. I also have this problem with Ontario and Quebec where I just look at them and go, yep, you guys are too many big. Do what the Northwest Territories did and split up into the Northwest Territories and Nunavut. As in they are having Nunavut. Neat. Oh, fair enough. Listen, I don't have to know state constitutions. I don't remember the Alamo, but I'll never forget that GIF. Yes. For those of you wondering, it is a character from Honkai Star Rail, a cyborg cowboy, and a lot of glitter. A lot of glitter, and a lot of like heck yeah America stuff that also glitters. Right. Oh, I just remembered. That detective took my cell phone. Sorry. Oh, right. Of course. Next time I see Detective Gumshoe, I'll ask him for it. I'll write you a note so you don't forget, okay? Sure. Thanks. Mia's memo added to the court record. Huh? Something the matter? I was wondering, could I ask you a favor? This is the address of a famous lawyer. My sister gave me this a long time ago. She said if I was ever in trouble, I should call him. And, well, I'm in trouble. Do you think you could go ask him to represent me? Oh, boy. Sure, why not? I'll go ask. Thank you so much! I have no one else to turn to. Say, what about your parents? I see. Don't worry, leave it to me. Yeah, they're passed on. Thank you. The trial's tomorrow at 10. Maya's parents are gone. So Mia is the eldest person in their family. I'm not going to explain why Maya's parents are gone, because it's plot relevant. Also, Ontario refuses to shrink for now. Come be subsumed into the super province. No! No! Ontario can't... Listen, I understand that Ontario can't shrink, because if it did shrink, it would just all become Toronto. That's what would happen. Every bit of it, Toronto. Even Ottawa, Toronto. All of it. Because Toronto won't stop growing. So Ontario has to keep up. We get it. But you just have to turn and stop Toronto. You can do it. You can stop them. Also, I have Quebec in the way. You can't come to me. There's French in the way. We have a wall of francophones protecting us. Yeah, it's Toronto. There's a wall of francophones in the way, though, and as we all know, nobody in Ontario will cross the francophone wall. Nobody speaks French. Not in Toronto. The wall doesn't start to fade until you get all the way to Bathurst. And that's in New Brunswick. You get all the way to Bathurst, New Brunswick, where everybody talk like this, but nobody's speaking of French. I make fun. The worst faith ever devised by man, being Toronto. Now, I make jokes. I was too, Toronto. I was too, Toronto, once. It was a long time ago, and that was the worst Christmas ever, which I have told you all about. The time 2 houses exploded a little bit. It was water explosions, not fire explosions, don't worry. On the plus side, 1, firefighters, 10 out of 10. 2, got to pet a kitten. Got to pet a kitten. It was, in fact, 3 in the morning, but got to pet a kitten. Only in Toronto, folks. Yeah. Val, I understand. I will try to explain at least a little bit. Toronto is one of the biggest, is probably the biggest city in Canada, and anyone who's not from Toronto makes fun of it, constantly. Just all the time. I know, French, I'm coming for you once I take Quebec. Good luck! Yeah, so Toronto is a very big city, and the Greater Toronto area has expanded from being like just Toronto all the way out to like the surrounding cities, and basically it's practically the entire little area. You guys know where the Great Lakes are because part of them are in America, right? Like you know where all those are. That little sticky off bit that sticks into the Michigan mitten? Toronto's in there. On the other side of the lakes. And it kind of... The way that it is, the Greater Toronto area is kind of that whole little area. I make that joke. It's not actually that big, but it's huge. Oh, Turning Red was amazing. I loved it. Turning Red was such a fun movie and so the 90s. It's just like, you know, the people who made it grew up in the 90s because, like, you recognize stuff from the 90s. You're just there like, oh yeah, Tamagotchi and boy bands and everything. That moment when people say Hamilton is part of Toronto, shaking my head. It is part of the Greater Toronto Area. Part of the GTA. Everything's part of the GTA. If the bus goes there... Malin's the reason I wanted to buy a Tama. Aw, yes! We love the little Tamagotchi. Toronto's actually really small, but the Greater Toronto Area is several cities. Yeah. I go like this. If the bus goes there, it's Toronto. If I have to change buses and figure out a different method of transport, it is no longer Toronto. I do the same thing in Halifax, because the HRM is quite large. We're not like Toronto, because Nova Scotia is just small. But if the bus goes there and I don't have to figure out a different, bus pass, then it's still Halifax, even if it's Dartmouth. That's how it works. Anyway, that has been your crash course in Canadian city shenanigans. Alright. Thank you. The trial's tomorrow at 10. What? Tomorrow? Tomorrow. What if this guy refuses? They told me that if I don't find one, the state will pick an attorney to defend me. When will that happen? They're giving me until 4 this afternoon. And visiting hours are almost up. I'd better hurry. Right, I'll be back. Could you tell me about the day of the murder? Sorry, I know it must be hard. No, it's okay. All I've been doing the last few hours is talking about it. I've kind of gotten used to it. Let's see. That morning I got a call from my sister. She wanted me to hold on to a piece of evidence for an upcoming trial. That's the thinker clock that Larry made. It practically qualifies as a serial murderer by now. Lol. So then, when did you arrive at the office? It was right around 9. The lights were off and I could smell blood. Then I found her, my sister. Thanks, Maya. That's all I need to hear for now. Oh, I guess we're leaving. Where are we going? Let's go to the Grossberg Law Office. We don't even know what it looks like. Oh, it's very fancy. Look at that. According to the receptionist, the big boss is out. She couldn't say when he'd be back. It must be hard to keep track of everything when you're a famous lawyer. Not to mention run an office like this. I guess I'll just have to come back later. I'd like to examine this office because that painting looks cool. That painting has been bugging me ever since I stepped in here. The oil paint is so thick it's practically giving me a stuffed nose. I'm sure the price is nothing to sneeze at either, for that matter. Ficus! An expensive potted plant. No idea what kind of plant it is, but it's probably the most expensive one available. Expensive-looking mahogany bookshelves filled with expensive-looking books. Funny. They don't look like they've ever been read. It's almost like being a famous lawyer. A table for clients. An elegant ebony case, and if I'm not mistaken, that lighter's made of solid gold. Even I can tell someone here's got money to burn. Why would you make a lighter out of solid gold? I have so many questions. That would be completely unusable. Gold is so soft and its melting point is so low. Why would you make a lighter of gold? You'd be better off making it out of bronze or goldish. Ah! Val, your birthday will be soon, all the way in September. We'll have to do something fun for it. Not quite. I have everybody's birthdays. Val and Splatoon share a birthday. It's great. Fridge. 'Cause Oh, wait, why did I go here? The office is still filled with police officers. They're all busily searching for clues. Hey, you there! This is a crime scene, pal! No trespassing! Sorry. Don't I know you from somewhere? Wait, you're that Butts guy, aren't you? No, Phoenix Wright. How could anyone mistake me for Larry? It's a status symbol, lol. Functionality doesn't matter. Yeah, that's true. Guess I got the wrong name, Mr. Wright. Sorry about that. That Butts guy, he was a killer. And you're no killer, right? He was proven innocent. Right. And you were... Detective Gumtree, Suede Shoes, Gumshoe. Gumshoe, wasn't it? Dick Gumshoe? Right, at your service. Hang on, that's Detective Gumshoe to you, pal. Anyway, get the name right. And don't go calling me Dick. Hey, Dick, get over here. Yes, sir. But be right there. Oh, Gumshoe. You're her lawyer, right, pal? If you got business here, you better do it quick. Whew, he thinks I'm Maya's lawyer. We do have business here. I remembered. I was wondering, did you see Maya Faye's cell phone? Oh, that? I have that. Do you think you could give it back? Sure. I mean, wait a second, pal. Tricky lawyer. Uh-oh, he's on to me. Tell him straight, tell him not so straight. I will tell him not so straight. Okay, I can't be straight with this guy, but what should I tell him? Something the matter? Oh, no, that carrying strap on the cell phone. This? Huh. It says the Steel Samurai, warrior of Neo-Old Tokyo. I love Steel Samurai! Fun fact, so does Edgeworth. The Steel Samurai, that action hero on TV? Yeah, you see that strap is a collector's item. She was worried it might get lost if it went down to the precinct. Is that what she said? Yes. Okay, pal. I wrote down all the numbers she called anyway. Here you go. Seems he didn't notice the recorded conversation. Yeah! We got a phone! So I told them the truth, but I did it pansexually. Yeah! Exactly! I do like the color palette. I told them the truth, but I did it gender fluidly. Exactly. Alright. We hydrate as chat demands. And now it's time for a big stretch. Big stretch. I want ramen so bad. I've got that bulldog carbonara ramen. I'm very excited. It's real good. Okay. Also, it's the one rare time where cheese slice is an acceptable thing to add to something. I picked that up from someone, and I don't remember who. But it does work. Have fun with our not-so-straight answers. Exactly. Alright, so we're going to do hammer curls with the weights. If you have arms, you would set up like you're doing bicep curls, but then turn your hands 90 degrees so the weights are up and down, perpendicular to the floor. Okay. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. There we go. Hop. Up. Oh. Well. Staff.
I did it. Staff did not plug in my other set of headphones, so it is good that we did humor curls because I saw it was unplugged. And now they can charge for a while. They're the nice kitty ones. They're pink. Sometimes I put them on the little travel thingy because they don't really fit my head because I'm very small. And they're very big and made for human people. But I put them on the little travel container so that I can hear what's going on around me. Okay.
Check the court record to hear the recorded conversation.
Okay. Now let's talk.
About Miss Faye, did you do an autopsy? You want to know the results, eh? Now, don't you look at me like that, pal. It's no use. She might have been your boss, but that doesn't mean you get any special treatment. Alright. You can see the report, but that's all. About Maya. Yeah, I'm looking forward to that trial. Sorry, pal, but this is one trial you aren't going to win. Why do you say that? The city's put Prosecutor Edgeworth on the prosecution. Edgeworth? I'm sure you know what that means, you being a lawyer and all. I guess I've asked all the questions I need to. You all done, pal? Yes, thank you. I'll be heading out now. Oh, wait! One more thing I wanted to mention to you. I don't suppose you're planning on talking to that witness. Anyway, you better not. No influencing the witness with your lawyerly ways, pal. Come to think of it, I had completely forgotten about her. The witness? Yeah, Miss April May. Does she have a sister named June? Sorry about this, but I can't tell you anything about her. Well, you just told me her name. Miss May, huh? So you've sent her home already then. Haha, you're trying your lawyerly tricks on me now. She's not to go outside her room until the trial. So she's still in the hotel across the way. I guess I should know better than to try to get a detective to leak information. You got that right, pal. Time to pay a visit to Miss May. Tell us about Edgeworth, sir. Prosecutor Edgeworth. That's right, pal. Mr. Miles Edgeworth himself. Wait. You do know him, don't you? Of course I do. Probably. I definitely don't. No, I do. I know him. He's a feared prosecutor. He doesn't feel pain, he doesn't feel remorse. He won't stop until he gets his guilty verdict. Ah, don't talk about him that way. You make him barely sound human. Still, I'm afraid this pretty much decides the case. So, Edgeworth is on this one. He hasn't lost a case since he became prosecutor at the incredibly young age of 20. Of course, there are rumors of back alley deals and forged evidence. All I know for sure is that Edgeworth hates crime with an almost abnormal passion.
Yes! Chat! Chat knows what's what! Bark, 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 bark! Exactly! Exactly! It's the man! He's coming! I'll get to him.
I never imagined I'd be facing him so soon. We'll get to him! He's the prosecutor for this fight. But we've got to talk to Miss April May first. Edgeworth is so good. Favorite character in this whole series. Best character. Also, we must accept the fact that Phoenix Edgeworth is a ship and one of my favorites. That's just how it is. You can all fight it out. I will stick to my fanfiction, thank you very much. You'll see why. Oh no, I forgot about her. I forgot about her. You did hear Edgewave? Chat once again probably needs to hydrate. I think everyone's a little thirsty. Why does she look like that? Oh, she's doing kitten paws. That's a thing that girls doing the like over cute thing will do. They do the little kitty paws. Because for some reason Japan finds kitty paws flirty. Which, I guess? Yeah, she having an ooh-woo moment. I guess I gotta do kitty paws now. I am drowning. Now where is Miles?
Wow. Hello there, handsome.
Hi. Smooth, right? Real smooth.
You're the lawyer, aren't you? The detective told me. He said, don't say nothing to that lawyer, pal.
Memo to self. Thank Detective Gumshoe for making my job harder.
Gee, this is all like something out of a movie. It's all so exciting I can hardly contain myself. Oh, let me go freshen up so I can look the part of a beautiful eyewitness.
I pity the lawyer that has to cross-examine this one. Definitely want to see what's in that drawer. There's a screwdriver stuck in this drawer. I wonder what's inside. Let's take a look.
Hey! Hey! What are you doing? No touching! Oh, bad boy. You really shouldn't pry around in other people's rooms now. You wouldn't want to make me upset, would you?
Upset? I thought she was going to explode for a second there. I wonder what could be inside that drawer. Do you think you could tell me something? I need you to describe what you observed at the time of the incident.
Ooh, observe. Incident. You sound like a lawyer in the movies. I like a man with a big vocabulary.
I better not encourage her. You know that thing that happened the other day? The bad thing? What did you see when it happened? I don't suppose you could tell me about it, pretty please?
Let me see. Well, dream on! If you want to know, you'll just have to come to the court tomorrow, Mr. Lawyer.
Oh boy. I'll get the bucket. Yeah, are you sure this is allowed?
Yeah, it's fine.
Could you just... Who exactly are you?
Oh, Mr. Lawyer, are you hitting on me?
No! Hey, I'm just doing my job here.
You know, you're cute when you blush.
Believe me, this is the first time in my life I've ever blushed this much. Right. Can you tell me what it is that you do?
Well, no. And you had your little hopes up, didn't you?
Oh boy. This is not how you come across, Momo. Don't worry. I see there are 2 glasses on the table. Is someone staying here with you?
Oh, what amazing powers of observation. You must be one of those famous detectives, like on television.
Oh, no, not me. I'm just a lawyer.
Say, Mr. Big Detective, why don't you go look for clues in the garbage? Miss May doesn't like nosy little lawyers.
Oh boy. Okay. Let's see if we can see out the window. The late summer sunlight streams through the window. There's the Fay & Co. Law Offices building, of course. You can see the inside of the room pretty clearly from here. I think it would be a little difficult to recognize a face from this distance, though. I don't suppose... What's inside, I wonder? Maybe later. Okay. Nope, we got nothing here. Let's go see if that lawyer guy's back. Oh, Miss May is in another category of trash. That's true. The kitty paws made me scared, Ruffle. Don't worry. Yeah, see, y'all get it. I'm still not used to May, man. Makes me want to puke my last meal. Oh, no. Listen, listen. April May is a delight, and there is nothing wrong with her that a little bit of... Listen, she knows what she wants, and she knows how to get it. And the way to get it is being absolutely adorable until you are pushed at any point to be anything else. She is trying her very hardest to be literally the cutest. She is not doing a good job. Seems like Mr. Grossberg's out. Well, maybe I should wait here for him to come back. Ahem! If that wasn't the most over-the-top clearing of the throat I've ever heard.
Ah, so you're the one they say has been looking for me.
Yes, that's me. He looks even grander than I imagined.
That badge on your collar. Yeah, so you're a lawyer, are you now?
Yes, well, yes.
What do you want? I'm not particularly busy these days. Please, proceed.
Not busy? Then how come no one could get in touch with you?
Something the matter? You came to see the one and only Marvin Grossberg, did you not? Well, here I am, boy. What do you want? Out with it.
Well, sir, actually, it's about Maya Fay.
Ah, yes, Maya Fay. Go on.
Why the strange reaction?
Ah, sha. Yeah, I'm really quite busy here, son. I can't go taking cases on a day's notice. No, it's quite impossible.
Wait a second. How do you know the trial is tomorrow?
Anyway, I'm afraid it's entirely impossible for me to represent her. Sorry, end of discussion.
What's going on? He refused me before I even got a chance to ask him. What do I tell Maya? That's one way to say a fear. Did you say April May was a delight? Yeah. Listen, she is a delight in her own way. I am often filled with how do you say, using words but also all wrong. Sometimes I use delight and adventure in ways that are less than positive, even though delight should always be positive. Don't worry. Sometimes when I say something is a delight, I mean that I can't say what it actually is. Oh, don't worry, Chad. You're gonna get to see a delight. Yeah, it's a bless your heart moment. Exactly. That's a, well, bless your heart situation. That's a, well, isn't she just a delight? One of those. I don't do it often, though, and sometimes I use it to mean actually delighted, so good luck figuring that out. Alright, fella. Okay. Well, let's find out why he refused me immediately. How can you just refuse like that? Please, tell me why you won't take the case.
Well, you see, it's just I'm busy, you see.
But the client is Mia Fay's sister. Mia trusted you. She knew her sister would be in good hands.
Yes, of course I know that. However, I'm sorry, but I must refuse. Sorry. Goodbye.
Creep. Fine. I don't have time to argue with you anyway. I'll go look elsewhere.
Grumble. Think not.
Huh? Did you say something?
I think not, I said.
What do you mean?
I'm terribly sorry. But I'm afraid that no lawyer worth their salt will take on this particular case. Terribly sorry, my boy.
Why?
I cannot say. I beg your pardon, but could you leave now? I've nothing more to discuss with you.
What's going on here? No, let's talk about more stuff. Sharp as a marble, that one! Mia did nothing wrong? How did you know Mia Fey?
She, worked here a long time ago. Quite the apprentice, that one. Learned my techniques in the blink of an eye. She left one day, quite suddenly. She had a mission, you see.
A mission?
Oh, you could see it in her eyes. She followed it with a burning passion. Never looked back, that one.
That's quite a painting.
Ha ha ha! You noticed! It's my pride and joy. Impressive, isn't it? Well, isn't it? Color of the sky, the hue of the sea, the weave of that straw hat. It's worth at least $3 million. I have no intention of parting with it, of course. No, I won't sell it, not even to you.
I wasn't interested.
It's not for sale. I'm not buying.
Jeez. Alright. Have anything I can present this guy with? Nope. I guess we're out of here. Alright, let's go see Mia. We're definitely gonna have to do something here. Hiya.
Now, Grossberg may simply be a humble southern lawyer, but even he knows going up against Edgeworth is, what do you call it, career suicide. That's just not how you do things. It's just not polite. You don't get to be a winning lawyer by picking losing battles, son.
I was trying to come up with the most southern thing and I couldn't quite do it, but I got there. I got the wisdoms. The southern wisdoms.
Ooh! See, Chad gets ramen. Why don't I get ramen? No, I will not get tangled up in it again. Staff, why do you keep telling me I didn't get tangled up in it last time. I didn't. No, I am not a garnish. Staff wouldn't eat me.
Maybe we need an inexperienced lawyer who would be stupid enough to take on a career suicide case. Exactly.
Staff thinks I'm a ramen garnish.
Oh, you're back. Did you find the lawyer?
Well,
What do I tell her? Well, see, just be honest. I really don't think you should use that guy. He didn't seem healthy. He was all skin and bones.
What really happened? You don't mean he refused to help?
I see.
I've been abandoned then.
Oh, baby. What about your family?
I only had my sister. My father died when I was very young, and I don't know where my mother is.
Don't know. So she could still be alive?
The women in my family have been mediums for generations. They say that ESP runs in our blood. About 15 years ago, our family was involved in an incident. There was a man, and he ruined our mother's life.
Ruined?
After that, she disappeared. Several years after that, my sister announced that she would become a lawyer and left the mountain.
So you live all by yourself?
Yes, I've gotten used to it. Oh, also, I had to become independent or I would lose my ESP.
I feel bad for her. All by herself up on that mountain. So, who was this man who, ruined your mother?
About 15 years ago, there was an unusual murder case. It made quite a stir. Everyone was talking about it, apparently. The police were running out of leads, and they were getting desperate.
Wait, they didn't use a spirit medium, did they?
The police convinced my mother to try to contact the victim.
Wow. So, what happened?
The case was solved, we thought.
You thought?
The man my mother helped the police capture was innocent. The police's consultation with a medium had all been carried out in secret, of course, but a man found out about it and leaked it to the press. He told all the papers that my mother was a fraud, and the media jumped on it big time. My mother, became the laughingstock of the nation.
I see.
White.
Excuse me? White?
That was his name. My sister told me.
White? Huh.
Just a little longer now before the state-appointed lawyer comes, I guess.
4 p.m. Time's up. What should I do? Do I just leave her and go home?
Defend her!
I've made up my mind. I'm gonna defend you whether you want me to or not.
Why?
Why? Well, I can't abandon you. I mean, obviously I can't abandon you. No one is as sad as a person without any friends. I know. I've been there a long time ago. Why did I become a lawyer in the first place? Because someone has to look out for the people who have no one on their side. Maya, I won't abandon you. You can count on me.
That's so kind of you.
Oh, I forgot we're Phoenix Wright. Exactly.
Yeah, time to get to see Edgy.
Well, let's fight this one and get you out of here.
Right. Thank you.
Phew. She smiled at last. She looks like an entirely different person. One last question. You are innocent, right?
Yes.
And I trust you. So you trust me too, okay? It's a deal. So, what next? There's something that's been bugging me. Just what was inside that strange woman's drawer? It was when I tried to look into that drawer that she got all defensive. There has to be something in there. Okay. Where am I headed to? Well, maybe we go look. Maybe the game's telling me to go look again.
Oh my gosh, the bellboy!
Look at him. This isn't a bellboy. This is a bellman. Good afternoon, sir. Excuse me, you are... Ah, I beg your pardon, sir. I'm the bellboy of this establishment. At your service, sir. Oh, right. I've just come to deliver room service, sir. Do you know where Miss May might be? Ah, I believe our guest Miss May is currently using the, facilities? If you know no need of anything, I'll be taking my leave. Please, stay as long as you like. Enjoy. Yeah. Wait, no, hey! Why does it seem like every time I come here, I end up embarrassing myself? Wait, now's my chance to snoop around a bit. Ah, I almost forgot. Ah! You came back so quick. Might I ask you to inform Miss May that there is a message for her? Please tell her that Mr. White of Blue Corp phoned. Oh, right, sure. Mr. White of Blue Corp? Wherever heard that name?
White. That was his name. My sister told me.
White was the name of the guy who ruined Mia and Maya's mother. Could that be a coincidence?
Oh, let's examine that drawer. Finally. There's a screwdriver sticking out of that half-open drawer. Now's my chance to see what's inside. What do we have here? Wiretap? What would a woman like her be doing with a thing like this? There's definitely something suspicious about this Miss May. Why would she have something like this in her hotel room? There's a story behind all this, I know it. Alright. I'll be using this bit of evidence in tomorrow's trial, that's for sure. For Maya's sake. I'll get to this woman's bottom. Wait, I mean, you know what I mean.
Oh, bellboy, still there?
Uh-oh, time to scram. I look forward to tangoing with you tomorrow, Miss May. In court. I'm getting worried about Phoenix Wright's short-term memory problems. Listen, he is under a lot of stress. It is hard to remember things when you are under so much stress. It is so much stress to be a lawyer looking after this. We're getting closer to the moment. It's true.
The court is now in session for the trial of Miss Mayafay.
Oh no. I got so excited to see Edgeworth, I forgot I'd have to give him a voice. Give me a second. Him! Best character is here! It's him! Everyone stay calm. No, I shall not stay calm. Him! It's the prosecutor, Edgeworth! Look at him! Here, with his weird cravat and everything! Oh, he looks so fancy! He's so fancy! He's arrived! Yay! I think perhaps all of chat will listen, harem anime. We did it. We figured it out. It's harem anime time. Chat needs some water. Exactly. Yay. Why have water when I have Edgeworth? Well, there was that time later in the game. There will be that time later in the game when there's going to be lots of water afoot, and also Edgeworth. I will say no more of it. I'm willing to share if I get a piece of Edgeworth. Okay, so I've got a plan. SBSS. But with Edgeworth as Liu Binghe. We did it. We solved it. We figured it out. Chat, you can stand in as all of the... Yeah, you can stand in as all of the harem. Strongest prosecutor in the land. Exactly! SBSSS is Scum Villain's self-saving system. It is a danmei, which is, it's a novel. Danmei is a type of, Chinese romance novel. It is boys' love. Or however you put that one. Momo knows what that is. The rest of you know what that is. Yeah, MLM. The plot of SVSSS is a guy's reading a harem story, and he gets really upset about the whole thing and is like really into it, but he'll never admit that. And anyway, he dies and is reincarnated as the main villain.
And then it's up to him to fix the story. And he has like a system, like a sort of in-universe HUD that tells him like information about characters and stuff like that. And it also like lets him, so he gains points when he acts in character and makes the story better, and he loses points for being OOC or like messing the story up. And his object, because he knows what happens to the main villain, his object is to not suffer that same fate, because he doesn't want to die that way. MXTX writes great books. Val, I don't think, despite my description, I don't think you will care for SVSS very well. You would probably, if you wanted to read an MXTX book, you would probably be better off with something like Heaven's Official's Blessing, or Heaven Official's Blessing, or The Untamed, MDZS, MZDS, Modouzushi, MDZS. I didn't actually love Heaven Official's Blessing as well as I thought I would. Mint loves it. It's great. This is just a ploy to get Edgeworth as much screen time as possible. We had to go talk about Dame for a minute. So we can look at the pretty man for a little longer. Right, back to that pretty man.
The prosecution is ready, Your Honor.
The defense is ready, Your Honor.
Miles Edgeworth.
I'd better not show any signs of weakness today, or he'll be on me in an instant.
Mr. Edgeworth, please give the court your opening statement. Thank you, Your Honor. The defendant, Miss Maya Fey, was at the scene of the crime. The prosecution has evidence she committed this murder, and we have a witness who saw her do it. The prosecution sees no reason to doubt the facts of this case, Your Honor.
I see. Thank you, Mr. Edgeworth. Let's begin then.
You may call your first witness. The prosecution calls the chief officer at the scene, Detective Gumshoe. Witness, please state your name and profession to the court.
Sir! My name's Dick Gumshoe, sir. I'm the detective in charge of homicides down at the precinct, sir. Welcome in, Grayson. We're playing Phoenix Wright tonight.
Detective Gumshoe, please describe for us the details of this murder.
Very well, sir. Let me use this floor map of the office to explain. The body was found by the window, here. And the cause of death? Loss of blood due to being struck by a blunt object, sir. The murder weapon was a statue of the Thinker found next to the body, sir. It was heavy enough to be a deadly weapon, even in a girl's hands, sir.
The court accepts the statue as evidence.
They're still calling it a statue. And floor plans added to the court record. Very nice.
Now, Detective.
Yes, sir?
You immediately arrested Miss Maya Fey, who was found at the scene, correct? Can you tell me why?
Yes, sir. I had hard evidence she did it, sir. We will take care of the harem child. Now give me the lighter you're hiding in your sock. Ah, fine. And the other one. But come on! Also, Grayson over on YouTube says, hi, Twitch. Hi, Twitch!
Detective Gumshoe, please testify to the court about this hard evidence.
Oh, boy. As soon as the phone call came in, I rushed to the scene. There were 2 people there already.
the defendant, Miss Maya Fey, and the lawyer, Mr. Phoenix Wright.
Chat says hi, YouTube.
I immediately arrested Miss Maya Fey. Why? We had a witness account describing her. The witness saw Miss Maya Fey at the very moment of the murder. That one trope with that has characters with weapons stored everywhere, but it's just me and the things that can start a fire. Oh no, Val! Don't put fire starting things everywhere. What if I need to light a fire?
No.
The very moment, you say? Very well. Mr. Wright, you may begin your cross-examination. Yes, Your Honor. Cross-examine what? I couldn't see a single contradiction in that testimony. Whoosh! Smack. Hey, Maya just threw something at me. What's this?
When my sister couldn't find any contradictions in a witness's testimony, she would bluff it and press the witness on every detail. The witness always slips up and says something wrong. It worked lots of times.
I should have expected Maya would know some of her sister's tricks. Alright, let's give this a try. Something the matter? No, Your Honor. I'd like to begin my cross-examination. As soon as the phone call came in, I rushed to the scene. That's probably true. There were 2 people there already. The defendant, Miss Maya Fey, and the lawyer, Mr. Phoenix Wright. I immediately arrested Miss Maya Fey. Why? We had a witness account describing her. Huh. Didn't we look out the window and be like, that's really hard to see from there? Hold on just 1 second. Yeah? If I heard correctly, you said you arrested her because you had hard evidence she did it, correct? Huh? Did I say that? Me? I heard you say it. You did say it. You said it. Exactly what about the suspicious woman in pink's claim was hard evidence? What? Miss May isn't suspicious, and she sure isn't pink, pal. Well, I guess she is pink. That's enough, Detective Gumshoe. Do you have any more solid proof than her claims, Detective? I guess pressing can have its advantages. Yes! Sorry, I got the order of things mixed up in my testimony, Your Honor, sir. There's something I should have told you about first, Your Honor. Very well, Detective. Let's hear your testimony again. Alright, hard evidence this time. After securing the suspect, I examined the scene of the crime with my own eyes. I found a memo written on a piece of paper next to the victim's body. Oh no. On it, the word Maya was written clearly in blood. Lab test results showed that the blood was the victim's. Also, there was blood found in the victim's finger. Before she died, the victim wrote the killer's name. How'd you like that? That's my hard evidence. Before we begin cross-examination, I have a question for you, Detective. Your Honor? Why didn't you testify about this vital piece of evidence the first time? I know, I'm really embarrassed I forgot about it, Your Honor, sir. Try to be more careful. Very well, the defense may begin its cross-examination.
He forgore, just like Fear. Yeah, I often forgore.
That didn't say Maya, it was Mayo. Gumshoe's dyslexic. I'm 100% willing to believe... I forget how this goes in the Japanese version because they don't use English letters for this, but I'm pretty sure in the Japanese version it's something to do with, like, the way that the kanji is written. Or something like that. But I remember how this goes in the English version. Yeah, that's true. I found a memo written on a piece of paper next to the victim's body. No, I found that memo! I mean, I'll press it. Just because you found it next to the body doesn't mean the victim wrote it. Ho ho! Then who did write it, smarty pants? What? Who? Oh shoot, I don't know. I don't know! The killer. The killer! Anyone can see that. Oh. You're saying the killer wrote her own name. Buddy, please. She was framed. Hold on. If that's the case, where's your evidence? Huh. I guess it was a bit of a tall order for you. Those without evidence shouldn't open their mouths, Mr. Wright.
Yeah, pal.
Arg. I know, that Edgeworth objection. I'm here for it. Well, Detective, tell us what was written on the memo you found. On it, the word Mayo was written clearly in blood. Lab test results show that the blood was the victim's. Sure. Also, there was blood found on the victim's finger. Hang on. Hang on. Death was instantaneous. Dang. Detective Gumshoe, there's one thing I want you to clarify for me here. You say that the victim, Mia Fey, wrote this note. That she was accusing the defendant, Mia Fey? That's really what you're saying? What? This isn't one of those lawyer tricks now, is it? Of course she wrote it. Who else could it have been? You have it backwards, Detective. But backwards? The victim is the only person who absolutely could not have written it. This is the report from your department, Detective. Immediate death due to a blow from a blunt object. She died immediately. But no butting your way out of this one, Detective. Order! Order! The defense has a point. Someone who died immediately wouldn't have the time to write anything down. Mr. Wright, I beg your pardon, but when exactly did you obtain that autopsy report? When? The day after the murder, I think. Yeah, because didn't we go to sleep and then... It was the day after the murder. The prosecution's point being? That autopsy report is outdated, Your Honor. What? A second autopsy was performed yesterday at my request. Death was almost immediate due to a blow from a blunt object, but there is a possibility the victim lived for several minutes after the blow. I received these results this morning. No way! Your Honor, it's quite easy to imagine that the victim did have time to write Maya. That is all. I see! Damn you, Edgeworth! I should have known you'd have something up your sleeve. Why, Mr. Wright? You look shocked. Something you want to say? Oh, no! You're a sham, Edgeworth. Mr. Edgeworth, I've heard there's nothing you won't do to get your verdict. What reason could you possibly have to request a second autopsy report? Mr. Wright, the defense will refrain from personal attacks on the prosecution. No matter, Your Honor. Mr. Wright, say what you will. The evidence in this report is undeniable. Your Honor, I submit this report to the court. Understood. The court accepts the evidence.
Why would you accept that? Why would you do that?
Well, Your Honor, the evidence strongly suggests the victim was identifying the killer. Yeah, I suppose that's the obvious conclusion, yes. Darn, this isn't good. Yeah, updated autopsy report is like one of the most famous scenes here. There's updated autopsy report. There's scene I can't talk about because it's spoilers, but you guys will all understand, those of you who know if I go, squawk! I've interrogated some things. There's... and of course, for most of the rest of us, there's burdened with unnecessary feelings. We love burdened with unnecessary feelings. Darn, this isn't good. The prosecution would like to call its next witness. This poor, innocent girl saw the murder with her own eyes.
Fear, can I be a pretty princess? Yes. Always. There's not enough water in the universe to stop me from loving Edgeworth. Yes! That's true facts!
He's so good. I mean, there was almost enough water in the universe to stop us from loving Edgeworth a little bit. Or at least to stop him from continuing. Cough, cough. Let the witness, Miss April May, take the stand. Exactly what part of her is innocent?
She puts up a brave face.
She's so cute. Witness, your name, please.
April May, at your service. Wink.
Look at her, standing all cute. She even stands cute. Order. An introduction should not require any reaction from the crowd. The witness will refrain from wanton winking.
Aw, yes, Your Honor.
This is not good. She already captured the heart of every man in the court.
And the women, too. At least some of them. Val! No! She'll get her comeuppance. This is a Phoenix Wright game.
Tell us where you were on the night of September 5th when the murder occurred.
Gee, I was, like, in my hotel room. I checked in right after lunch.
And this hotel is directly across from the Fay & Co. law offices?
That's right, big boy.
Please testify to the court about what you saw.
It was like 9 o'clock at night. I looked out the window, you know? And then, ooh, I saw a woman with long hair being attacked. The one attacking her was the mousy girl sitting in the defendant's chair. Then the woman, like, dodged to one side and ran away. But that girl, she caught up to her and she hit her. And the woman with the long hair, she kinda slumped. The end. That's all I saw. Every little bitsy witsy. Wink.
Well, Your Honor, I see. It is a remarkably solid testimony. I don't see a need to trouble the witness any... wait, Your Honor! Yes, Mr. Wright? What about my cross-examination? Yeah, I thought the witness's testimony just now was quite firm. Didn't you? Mr. Wright, I understand you were Miss Mia Fay's understudy, were you not? You must know her techniques well. Her cowardly way of finding tiny faults in perfectly good testimonies. Hey! How dare you! Well, Mr. Wright, will you cross-examine the witness? I mean... yeah. Why wouldn't I cross-examine her? I'll gladly proceed with the cross-examination. The updated autopsy report is, it's such a, oh, you thought you were playing this game? Well, surprise! You're playing with the big boys now. We've all seen Prince of Egypt for its soundtrack, right? And also everything else about it, right? Like, 10 out of 10 animation. Phenomenal soundtrack. Oh! Oh no! Y'all, we are going... Chat, we're gonna go watch Prince of Egypt at some point, apparently. It is 10 out of 10. Calls an emergency meeting! Nobody's sus, right? Oh, it has phenomenal music. 10 out of 10. I have the plagues in, like, half of my playlists. It's such a good song. I know, right? Prince of Egypt is great. Why have you guys not seen it? Well, wait, no, that's not a question. It came out at the same time as the original Shrek movie came out, and it's made by DreamWorks. And the people working on Prince of Egypt, if they didn't do a good job working on Prince of Egypt, they got put on Shrek. They legitimately called this getting Shrek'd. Like, it was a punishment. And I think it shows through. Yeah, I know, right? I was mid-task. I know, right? But if someone's sus, we have to know who it is. Irony that Shrek was the bigger earner of the two. Yeah, that's true. But you know what? Prince of Egypt is amazing. It's one of those ones that's like a really, really good art piece that I'm just like, yes, hello. What a lovely film. I spent a lot of time listening to its soundtrack because I really like it. Have to go to YouTube to do that, though, because the soundtrack on Spotify is from the musical. If only because I have a feeling Edgeworth doesn't want me to. She has to have some weakness. Very well, you may begin your cross-examination.
It was like 9 at night. I looked out the window, you know?
Why? Why did you do that?
Huh? Why? Like, why what?
Why did you look out the window? Were you expecting to see something?
Oh, well, gee.
What? That's it? She can't get out of this question that easily.
I sort of, you know. I had a feeling.
I love her little bleh pose. I love her little bleh pose. Had a feeling you say. Well, I have a feeling she's trying to avoid the question. Maybe I should press a little harder on this one. Yeah, okay. Let's see how far I can run with this. Surely you must have had a reason to look out your window at that time of night.
Oh!
Mr. Wright, I will not have you badgering my witness. But badgering? You insist on needling her with these trivial questions. I really don't think it should be allowed.
Yeah, stop him! The crowd. The poor girl!
Order! Mr. Wright, you've been warned. Poor girl? What about poor me? I love how the crowd agrees. He looked out the window, and then what did you see next?
Man, tough crowd tonight, I know, right? And then, oh, I saw a woman with long hair being attacked. The one attacking her was the mousy girl sitting in the defendant's chair.
Honey, are you sure? Like, are you sure? How do you know she was the defendant?
Huh? Well, you know. She had a girlish physique. Women know these things. Look, I just know, okay?
There was only one person at the scene of the crime with a short, girlish figure. The testimony is bulletproof, Your Honor. He's right.
No, I don't think he is. I think I also have a short, girlish physique.
Hold on a minute. That testimony stinks.
What?
Miss May, I'm willing to bet that. Oh. Oh! I'm willing to bet she's lying. And you want to know why I think she's lying? 'Cause, like, okay, say you look out the window and you see something like that. Wouldn't she have said that she's wearing, like, a giant mintama? That's, like, literally thing number one that I would notice on that. Are you telling the truth? Did you really see the defendant? Like, wouldn't you notice the, like, giant necklace she's got on?
Yes. What is the meaning? Somebody tell me, because I'm clueless. About this, I mean.
Okay. If you had really witnessed my client, Maya Fey, you would have noticed her clothes before noticing her physique.
Look at that little lip twitch. Look at that little twitch.
No one wears clothes like this on a daily basis, except her. Yeah, the robes are also too poofy. She's got a giant mintama on. She's got those 2 beads tied into her hair. Liar, liar, pants definitely on fire. And I'm no expert on fashion, but her hairdo looks far from normal to me. That's also true. However, the witness's testimony mentions neither of these things. The testimony is bogus.
But...
Well, still, we don't know if she was dressed that way the night of the murder. She was, Your Honor. I saw her. And so did Detective Gumshoe. What do you say to that, Miss May?
Oh no. Hang on, I'll get this right. Wow! What are you trying to say, you mean lawyer? I saw what I saw. I just didn't think all the trifling little details were necessary, darling.
Miss May, the court would like to remind you to please omit nothing in your testimony.
I'm sorry, Your Honor. I'll be a good girl. I promise. Wink. I can't believe this game made me read that out with my own voice.
Your testimony again, if you would. Damn, almost had her. Oh, gosh.
I did see everything. I did.
Oh no, it's that time of the night again. Alright, we hydrate as chat demands. Listen, once we get past April May doing April May things, we can interrogate somebody else who is also very pink. But not April.
Alright. In a big stretch. Big stretch. Alright. And let's see. Let's do standing crunches. Those are easy enough. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 7, 8, 9, 10. We did it. That does mean it's time, but we'll tap through her testimony. We'll tap through her testimony a little bit, because we can. The victim, the woman, dodged the first attack and ran off to the right. Then the girl in the hippie clothes ran after her. And she hit her with that weapon. I saw it. I did. That clock. That kind of statuey clock. The thinker, I think.
How do you know that's a clock?
Well, does the accuracy of my report not startle you?
You can't kill April, but don't worry, we can hold her in contempt for perjury and stuff. I see. I only wish you had been so detailed from the beginning. Please, begin the cross-examination.
Okay, it is that time of the night, y'all. It is that time of the night. We will cross-examine Miss April May next time. Next Wednesday, in fact. Because it is now closing time, and we hope you enjoyed your visit to the octopus enclosure. Oh. Alright. Let's see here. Let's go on a little adventure. I know, but it's time. I work in the morning because staff makes me do work. Why are they mean to me? Why does staff make me do work? I don't like it. No, you don't do work, staff. You hang out with me. That's not work. That's definitely not work. I would know. Ba-da-ba-ba-da. Let's see, who do we got? Where will we go on a little adventure? I know where we shall go on our little adventure. Okay. There we go. Alright, Twitch, we're going on a little adventure. For those of you with me on YouTube, that is the end of the night. We're going to go see some Zelda gameplay. It's not even Friday. We're not going to see Joe this time, but we're going to see Medillion. Adventure time! Alright. That's it for tonight, everybody. Thanks for playing along with me.